final whistle has just gone at Pride Park and Blackburn Rovers 4-0 winners. That's right, over Derby on their own turf. You're not reading that wrong. It's not a glitch. It's the real piss and deal, boys and girls, as we came out on top and took them all 3 points to make it back-to-back wins for Rovers and back-to-back clean sheets for Kaminski, of course, getting himself a big, fat, hairy clean sheet. And Derby County, last time we played them, of course, before this game was a 3-0 heavy defeat in front of the fans. The last time we played in front of the fans as well. And I think Derby County will be thinking, thankful for that there was no fans, because we would have been absolutely embarrassed to say that we were Derby County and who we are. So they got absolutely humiliated today. I didn't feel that they threatened us too much. Kaminski was solid with it, with the chances that they did have, but ultimately Rovers coming out on top. Let's talk about the goals then, shall we? Of course, the first one, of course, Adam Armstrong taking all the spotlight at the moment with his goal scoring exploits. We'll talk more about him in a minute. But it's the other man, or the kid, Billy the Kid, Tyrese Dolan. That's right, scoring 2 for 2 for him. Of course, he scored last time around against Wickham. It wasn't a 1 week special. He come up and he delivered once again for his second goal in just as many games. Preston fans must be looking on and thinking, what have we done here? This guy's absolutely ripping apart the Championship. He's banging out the moves left, right and centre. Sometimes a little bit too much, in the defensive areas. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of that. But he did get on the end of a scrappy goal, which may have been offside. I don't know. But ultimately, that doesn't matter, because what does matter was the proof was in the pudding. The cream always rises to the top. The best does come out on top in the end of things. And it was that case today as we came out on top with a 4-0 win. So Tyrese Dolan opened up scoring on the 11th minute. Blink and you miss it though, and that goal became 2 as thunderbastard extraordinaire Brady Johnson with a rocket from the crypt. Goodness gracious, absolutely nowhere, past his old club. Derby into the roof of the net. No questions asked. 2-0. Rovers in command. Blink and you miss it. It was game over. We're sitting back like this on the old stream. Big respect to all those guys who did come out and watch the stream as well. The old watch along. So 2-0 quickly became 3-0 on the 15th minute. Thunderbastard extraordinaire. Brady Johnson makes it 3. Goodness gracious me, with another thunderbastard. Goodness gracious, that's all he scores. Forget about the tap-ins. Dolan does those. Dak does those. Armstrong does those. Thunderbastard extraordinaire. That's Brady Johnson to make it 3-0. Game over. Easy peasy. Eat my pasta. Whatever it is. I don't know. It was a dollar for Rovers, and it could have been so much more. 23 shots we had on the day. 10 on target. 4 of them in the back of the net. I'll tell you about the 4th one in a minute. But it did go into halftime at 3-0. Rovers in command, looking absolutely at sea. And to be honest with you, I don't think we were our cutting throat best, but it doesn't really matter. We were clinical, and that was it. And that's what I like. I love about this team at the moment. We do have a bit of magic in a lot of areas. Tyrese Dolan is an unknown quantity. You see him on the pitch, you have no idea what's in store for him when you're up against him. So he brings a bag of tricks, brings a bag of skills. You just don't know. And Bradley Johnson, another bite from midfield. It's clinical to have a midfield man to come in there and bang the ball in the back of the net, or at least have an effort to shoot from distance. Those guys go unrated, big box standard central midfielders who like a shot, and Bradley Johnson brings just that. But the 4th goal in the second half was, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, of course, the angel of the north, Adam Armstrong, of course, getting his 4th. No, it's 4th. Probably like 5th of the season or something like 5th or 6th. I don't know. I've lost count. But it's 4th for the day for Rovers to make it 3 valuable points. 9 goals in 2 games for Blackburn Rovers as they sail to 4th in the table. It is early days, boys. It is early days. But the big talking points for me as a Rover is the 2 clean sheets. It's the goals, and it's the way we're playing at the moment. We are playing high-tempo football. It's stuff that's not going to get unnoticed. Teams are going to start to look at us with a bit more of an eagle eye now, and maybe we've opened up a can of worms for ourselves. And a lot of the pundits will start to back us a little bit, which I don't know is a good thing or a bad thing. But as long as we can keep playing the way we're playing, and as long as we can add in the Bradley Dacks, the Corey Evans, the Lewis Travis, and the Sam Gallaghers to this team, our attacking avenues are just going to strengthen. But of course, there's still the question marks about defence. We do need another goalkeeper to give Kaminski on his toes. We do need another left back and probably even another centre back as well to keep the current back line a little bit eager, because the competition breeds hunger, and hunger creates better performances, I think. Because if you know that somebody's waiting on your wings, like Derek Williams is right now in the heart of the defensive Rovers, back-to-back clean sheets, might I add. I've said that about 18 times already. But Ayala's waiting in your wings. You know you can't put a foot wrong, or if you do make a foot wrong, next week you're going to be out. Just like Tyrese Dolan. He's scoring goals when Sam Gallagher's come fit. He wants that spot back. Tyrese Dolan's not going to give it up without competition. Chappers is also nipping at his heels as well. So it's good to see Rovers competing. It's good to see us finally delivering the performances that we need and we've craved over the past few years. And it does perhaps reinforce that performance that was against Wycombe, where we turned them over 5-0. You know, a lot of people probably didn't look to us or think about it too much for us after, it's only Wycombe, but today was a statement of intent. Derby County, they might have been wobbly in the table, and we did play them at probably the right time for them. And I do expect them to bounce back and to push forward towards mid-table, and of course maybe even the playoffs as the season develops. We played them at the right time. But I don't think anybody wants to play Rovers at the right time right now. So Cardiff are going to be looking at us and thinking, "Oh shit!" Forest are also going to be looking at us with a bit of anticipation as well, because we could also do the same to them. And then, if that was the case, you know what? We might enter the international break in tip-top shape, boys and girls. Yes, an absolute stellar performance. A little bit later on the channel, I will do a detailed review of the match, hear what the Mowbray has to say, hear what the fans have to say, and hear what I have to say. And of course, take a look at the match stats, and of course, give the old match ratings as well for the players. But so far, so good for Rovers. 2 wins out of 2 for us. Of course, we did lose to Bournemouth, what's their deal in the old table at the moment? Can we have a look at that, the table? As it stands, you can see it already on the charts. Of course, Bournemouth in action against Norwich a little bit later on, but right here, right now, we sit pretty in 4th spot. Goal difference is key as well as we enter match day number 4 next week. Again, we'll do a live watch along hopefully next week, and again, as we count down to kick off, I'll have a preview as well next week. But 4-0, Blackburn Rovers in control, looking decent, looking sharp, scoring goals, wearing the shirt with pride, just like me. Anyway, until I see you all again, be sure to give this video some love and smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe if you're new. Join me next time for the watch along. It's a hoot. Until then, I'll see you all on the other side.